7'3". People for sure, I walk in the gym, they all look at me, they're like, whoa. I duck through the doorway, they're all like, whoa.
Zach Edey is a rising star of the basketball world. Now in his final year at the IMG Academy in Bradenton, Florida, the 17-year-old will soon be heading to college on a basketball scholarship and hopefully all the way to the NBA. If he does, it will cap a remarkable journey for the Canadian-born Edey, who only stepped onto a court for the first time 18 months ago.
My first love, it was hockey. It was like I wanted to play hockey bad because it was mainly because all my friends played it. They always talked about it. I didn't really play sports. Like they all started before me, so I started when I was around 8, probably 7, 8. Started playing hockey and then fell in love with it. I loved like the atmosphere because it's a Canadian atmosphere, you know. And then I started playing baseball because I don't know. I just wanted to play baseball. I wanted to go to the MLB. I wanted to be like the first 7-foot pitcher.
Baseball. Yeah. The strike zone would probably be a little big. So I think once he started to grow, he probably realized the best business decision was to move to something else, you know. Being from Canada, you figure maybe it would be hockey, but baseball, which I can't imagine him swinging a bat. If he got a hold of it, I'm sure it'd be a bomb, but to switch over is probably a good decision.
I've always been told to play basketball, really. Like ever since I was a kid, I was always tall, so people always wanted me to play. The main reason why I switched was because going halfway through my grade 10 year, I'd never played basketball. So my coaches, one of my friends' dad took over as a coach, and he was like, you got to play, like you got to. And he was like, I kind of did it mainly as a favor. Went to the first practice, I just loved it. Like I was like, this is so fun. Like back then, I wasn't even good. Like we really just did suicides the whole practice. I don't know what I found, like what I loved about it, but I just loved it and came home. I was like, I want to go back.
Yeah, you get the usual. I've had a couple kids that are his size, 7'1", 7'2", 7'3". You get the standard, like, how tall are you? I think he gets that every day. If it was up to him, I'm sure he'd have a shirt that says I'm 7'3" when he walks in the gym. But yeah, just the constant gawking. We'll be I imagine this year when we travel, we'll be in airports. He'll be the first one people run to. Can I take a picture with you? And he's humble and he's a good kid. He does it all. I think when people look at him, they think that he's just, super tall and kind of bumbly, but he's actually much more athletic than people think. He does things that kids at his size you don't see very often. He's still got a long way to go because he hasn't played for as many years as other kids, but there are times when he does things you're shocked just based on the amount of time that he's played basketball. So quick learner, surprising a little bit in terms of the way he can play as opposed to what most people would think when seeing him.
We basically run on a college schedule. Like we do 2 hours on court, 2 hours in the weight room. That's kind of what colleges do. Like it's a prep, like it's a prep for college here. So it's like it definitely will help the learning curve, take some off it.
I've had a couple kids that play for me that played in the NBA, and it's cool. You turn on TNT or you turn on ESPN. Next thing you know, you're looking around and you're like, that guy played for me, and there'll be time where I'll actually go and I'll be at a game, go to a game, and you go to a game and you get tickets from them, and after the game you walk down underneath and you talk to the family. It's so cool. So if that happens, I think it'll be awesome. I think I'll be excited to see him fulfill a dream. Maybe not his original dream. Probably thought he was gonna be Babe Ruth, but his second dream, and it'll be cool to see.
It would mean everything. It would be a dream. Like to play basketball for a living, that's not a job. That's just love. Like it's crazy. It'd be a crazy thing, and especially to add to that Toronto culture, because like Toronto takes care of its own. So if it was a Toronto player playing on the Toronto Raptors, they would love that. It would be crazy.
In September, he will head to Indiana's Purdue University, and hopefully it won't be long before we see him step onto an NBA court for the first time.